All right, guys, the other night, someone on my stream linked a video from Skill-Capped. If you know what Skill-Capped is, they just make short video guides for League of Legends. They linked a video from Skill-Capped that informed that there is apparently a new Korean Singed build with the demonic nerf happening. That it involves going Rod of Ages into Rylai's and a Dead Man's Plate third. So ROA, Rylai's, DMP. I don't personally think that DMP is really that good at all, but for the sake of their video, I'm going to test it in this video. I did test a bunch of this off stream and offline, and I do actually think that my mind has changed on Roa. I didn't initially think that it was a good item, but I think that Riot has just buffed it so hard to the point where it's a viable buy for Singed, and you're not really using it for the movement speed. What you're using it for on Singed is just that massive ball of stats that you get. You're getting 600 HP off of your first buy, technically after it stacks up, but still. Plus that level up that you get for free is really, 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 really good. Another benefit is that you have just this giant mana pool to work with that you normally don't have on Singed, which, you know, he's not a champion that you normally buy mana on, but if you have it, it is a little bit helpful sometimes, right? So something to think about there. I do think that it is a viable mythic on Singed now after testing it. The only thing is, I do disagree with Skill-Capped's assertion that you have to buy Dead Man's Plate third, because buying Dead Man's Plate third, you just don't have enough damage in my opinion. You either have to have Demonic third or Demonic second in my opinion. And I'm going to be testing out more variations on this Rod of Ages rush on my stream, but for the sake of this video, I did Rod of Ages, Rylai's, and then Demonic, and it felt really, really good to me. But, and this is a big but, I'm not sure if this build is better than rushing Demonic, but all I know is that it feels really good. I'm going to test it more, and I do like the build, and I think it could actually be really good with some refinement. So the pros of this build, in my opinion, you just have so many stats to work with. You have 600 HP off of your first item, you have plus 450 when you Rylai second, your items are cheap. Rod of Ages is 2.8k, Rylai's is 2.6k, and then if instead you decide to go Demonic second, well then your first item is still 2.8k. Where you have a lot of mana sustain, so you can just like farm a lot more than you normally would before you have to go back. You do have a little bit of health sustain. It really doesn't matter that much, and you do have that little bit of movement speed. It doesn't really matter that much, but just the giant stat ball that you get is really good. The other really, really big pro, in my opinion, is that you get that level up, that free level up that you get when you hit 10 stacks in your Rod of Ages is super impactful, because it's going to get you that much closer to your level 16 that much faster, and that is really important. That does make a big difference, and you can generate really big level leads if you're able to use it properly. Another thing about that is, even if you're behind in level, because Singed generally tends to have a pretty weak early game, what ends up happening is that you can use that free level up to catch up, which you usually can't do. Usually if you get behind, you're just, or even if you get a little bit behind, just by the nature of Singed being a little bit weaker early game, you're just kind of at that level deficit, right, just for the rest of the game until everyone's level 18, which doesn't always happen. But with the free level up that you get on Roa, you can actually catch up, which does feel really good. Cons, obviously, is that you're not building Demonic first, so that your damage will be a bit lower. You can always argue that there is a trade-off here, because if you're squishier, rushing Demonic, you can't last as long in a fight, so how much damage are you really going to get out? But if we're being realistic, yes, rushing Demonic first item will give you way more damage. The benefit of Rod of Ages rush is that it's cheaper, and you can last longer in a fight. You're a little bit slipperier too, not by much, at least early on before you get that 10 stack, because when 10 stack happens, you get the increased amplified by 50% on all effects of your movement speed boost thing. But up until that point, you're just a little bit more slippery, while also being quite a bit measurably more tanky. So yeah, you don't have as much damage, but you do last longer in a fight, and you're a bit more tricky to deal with, in my opinion. Also, the item is cheaper, so you're able to rush into your second item a little bit faster, which is good. Your damage is just straight up not as high until you finish Demonic. Although I think at the point that you finish Demonic, your damage is actually going to be higher, because you're hitting your level 16 sooner, right? You have to consider, is it better to go Demonic first, Riftmaker or Rocket Belt third, or better to go Demonic second and buy Mythic first, right? One definitely, in my opinion, scales a bit better because of the free level up that you get, which would be Rod of Ages, and one's definitely cheaper, which is the Rod of Ages build. But you have to always think, like, is this going to be worth losing this just raw damage from Riftmaker or the catch potential and burst potential of Rocket Belt, right? That's what you have to consider. I don't think that there is functionally a massive difference between Rod first, Rylai's or Demonic second, compared to Demonic first and then AP Mythic second. I don't think that there's a functionally big difference. It's just I like what the item is providing to Singe in the early game, and I'm going to be testing it out more on my stream, where I will be min-maxing Rod of Ages, trying out different builds, different strats, different runes. They recommended Conqueror or Spellbook. I like Fleet, but you can do whatever you want, honestly, because the item is so cheap, you can make it work. That being said, guys, though, I'm super excited to min-max it. I'm super excited to experiment with it. It's been so long since we've had, like, a new rushable item on Singed. It's been a while, and I'm happy that it's this one. It's a bit of a throwback, but before we get into it, thank you guys for watching in advance, and I have a message from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Professor. Professor is this awesome companion app for League of Legends that I use every day. You've heard about its awesome features such as the in-game performance tracker, the in-game jungle timers, and easy access to high elo replays on just about every champion. Did you know that Professor just added an in-game summoner spell cooldown tracker? You see the enemy flash, you click their flash. You see their teleport, you click their TP. It's just that easy. And if that wasn't enough, Professor also gives you recommended runes that can automatically import to the client, in-depth post-game analysis, and so much more. And it's all free. So what are you waiting for? Try Professor now with my link in the description. Alright, as minishcap1, doing some top lane Singe testing, some gameplay testing. This game is like GM-ish elo. It's still early season, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly where everyone is, but this is like basically GM-ish elo, so something to consider as we go into this. But a few nights ago, I guess last night, someone on my stream, a viewer, linked a skill cap video where they talked about builds to abuse, Korean builds to abuse in patch 13.2, which I thought was pretty interesting. A little auto there. Just making sure that Riven is forced to fight me. I'm gonna see if I can catch this echo on the Krugs. Do you know my ruse? Well, you're missing CS for it, so whatever, that's fine. And your Q is down, so I'm gonna try and rush level 2 here. Yeah, it's called Korean build to Ignite. She's like, I gotta be super careful here. I still have flash though. Should be okay. Abuse for patch 13.2. And in it, they recommended a Singed build, which I thought was interesting. It is Rod of Ages. So their build is Rod of Ages into, if he goes around, I'm gonna execute. So their build is Rod of Ages into Rylai's into Deadman's. And the idea is that they're using the Rod of Ages to get a bunch of stats. They didn't say this in the video, they didn't really describe why it was good. But I've been doing some testing off stream and off camera. And essentially the way that it works, that I can tell, is that they're using Rod of Ages as just a giant stat stick in order to, super careful here, in order to have a cheap power spike, get a bunch of stats, and then use those stats to just become like an early game team fighter. Good job, bot lane. Or viable early game fighter, which Singe usually is not, because he has a lot of hard matchups. What I've found, so this is just what I've found. They didn't talk about this in the video, but I've been testing this out. So for context, Rod of Ages has gotten some massive buffs. The item was initially 3k, it's now 2.8k. It initially gave 500 HP, now it gives 600 HP. And the threshold to proc the little movement speed thing is just way faster now compared to what it was before. It's like way more forgiving, both on terms of the damage you take to proc it and the damage or the mana that you spend to proc it. Both methods do proc it, which is really cool. So basically, when you're taking a bunch of damage to Singe in the middle of a fight, you're just able to proc your Rod of Ages, and you get a little bit of movement speed. It's not super noticeable, but what I found is that mostly what helps is just the stats. The stats of the item are just like so big that you can use it to like get away with a lot of stuff that you normally just wouldn't be able to, because you're just a bit more squishy. Now, I will put a disclaimer before anyone says anything. I don't know if this is better than just your standard demonic build. In the video, they did Rylai's, second, and then what was it, third? Deadman's, which I'm not fully convinced by that. I don't know if that's that good. Because I just have a hard time believing that skipping your demonic until 4th item is good, right? Potentially you can even get it second with this, just depending how far ahead you are. The main thing I want to test is just viability of Roa as a mythic. Like I think people are, especially me, I think I might have overlooked it as a mythic, honestly. I'm not super afraid of you. I'm pretty sure this is worded right here, but we'll see. She did word the try. Actually, no, you know what? Let's go. She did word try. She shouldn't have it yet. I don't think she has it. She has it. Does she look to all in me? She's not really doing it yet. She wants it here, though. I can tell she wants it. Just trying to be careful. Echo's bottom.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, she did ward it. Okay, whatever. That's all good. She has to be careful because she knows Elise is here now. She got hit anyways. XD. Nice poke. Don't know if it's diveable, though. She does have Ignite. Oh, this is rough. Alright. See what we can do. Got the Goofling killer. Honestly, a nasty Goofling. She gets a kill for it, but still. Unfortunately, I was super low on mana there, so it's hard to, like, continuously poison, but that's still really good. She loses a lot of minions for it. Like, yeah, I don't get a kill, but I get this juicy wave and maybe a plate, which is just as good as getting a kill, because she misses the wave as well. Put it in context, right? That cannon, nice. So yeah, we're stat balling up with the first item. You do get a free level up, by the way. That's such a nice thing about Rite of Ages that I've noticed. Is the free level up. Again, I don't know if this is better than just rushing demonic. I'm just experimenting. Like, as a one trick, you should always experiment, in my opinion, and just make sure that you're just building things that help you and your champion. I think that's really important. I'm actually gonna do Ruby Crystal, Sapphire. Actually, I'll do Ruby Crystal, Blasting Wand. I think that's fine. Refill potion here too. This way, she probably doesn't realize I'm building Roa, because these items and then Amp Tome as well is just it kind of is just a normal build path. There's Echo right there. Careful, boys. Careful. Did she get a return plate? I don't think so. Yeah, he doesn't have the wave for it. The Tiamat, they're gonna be careful with that. She wave clears very fast with that. Another thing that's nice is yeah, like I said, just the stat ball that you get is super helpful. I don't think that I should follow with skill cap said and delay demonic until 4th item. That seems really bad to me. That Riven is looking down. You gotta be careful. I think that's a very bad idea. I'm not really into that. I think 2nd or 3rd is fine. Probably 3rd here, because I do want to test the Rylai's power spike with it. Because I just do think that you need yeah, I mean, that was obvious. I told you that was happening. It's okay. That was pretty obvious. You getting your cannon or you getting me? What are you doing, bud? I get a plate at least. It's something. That free level up is also, it just helps you so much, especially when Singed has like so many problems with a lot of these early game matchups. I'm out of mana here. Actually, I'm gonna back off. Normally I would stay and fight, but can I go for this mid wave? Or this mid? Wait, he's like being super greedy here. Bubble maybe? Rip. I have mana for poison now. Just turn it on, kill him. Nine's got a kill out of it too. Love to see it. Okay, I'm gonna recall. I'll let Zoe get that plate solo. I'm not really feeling diving that personally because I have to deal with top lane, so I get a recall for it, but decent. I have my Roa components now to sort of build the full thing. It is, what's the combined cost on it? 415. I can get that in just I think 2 or 3 waves. If I get a cannon, it's 3 waves, and no cannon is 4 waves. But you would always get a cannon within 4 waves, so it should just be fine. Yeah, unfortunately she gets a plate, but whatever. We're making the most value of what we can with what we're given. That's another thing that's nice about this, especially in games where like your bot lane and your jungle is not so successful in this bot jungle meta. It's super nice because you're just playing for eventuality, right? Like you're sort of playing to scale. That's why I don't think that you should delay your Roa super long with this build. She's gonna back off over the wall. Does she die? Is she gonna kill herself? Nope, she's gonna try and recall probably. Just let her do her thing. I'm not really concerned about Riven here. She got chunked out so hard I can probably just pressure her tower. Another thing that's nice about it is that the flat HP that you get just makes it super hard to like actually kill you in the side lane 1v1. Yeah, your damage is a bit lower until you finish demonic, but it's also hard for you to die, which is great. And she's still kind of chunked out. I do get this plate, I think. All right, there's plate really good. Probably grab another wave or 2 and then back for Roa. It's not super important as long as you finish it within a reasonable amount of time. You can afford to just sit and farm. So I'm actually gonna do one more wave. Technically I have it at 9 minutes, but we'll go for like a 10-20 Roa, which is still good. That means about 20-minute full stack. Full stack get free level up, which is super, super good. Build path is super forgiving on the item too with Catalyst. Helps just maintain that mana. Which means you can proxy longer. Which is why in this meta, I actually do kind of like it, because so many games end up like flipping with your bot lane and your jungle that if the game ends up going long, then you can actually have decent impact. We're going to go ahead and buy a fast Shrifty boost too here. And then just go straight into Rylai's. Oh my gosh, the steal, dude. You hate to see it. I guess I should have stayed, but I didn't think that he would just steal it. It's okay. It is what it is. If he puts it top, I'm really hard to die with this HP. And plus 400 for first item, which is like... That's only 50 lower than Rylai's, but it ends up being 600. He did not recall, actually. Interesting. Let's keep it shoved. Even though I take 2 tower shots there, it's still super worth it. Just poke her down. And if she owns with Ignite, just flash ult away. Or ult flash away. Just keep the pressure on. I have mana, so I can keep pressuring like this. With a nice thing.
An enemy has been slain.
In the video, they recommended you can play this with Conqueror or Spellbook, but if you can play with Conqueror, that means you can play with Fleet, which I like a lot. There's certain matchups I don't really like Conqueror that much, like Riven, where she procs hers so fast, it's like so hard to actually deal with hers when she has it, so I don't really like it that much against her. Rip my Elise. It's okay. She's a gamer. She'll be fine. Actually, will she be fine? Oh no, you hate to see it. But she might have just been good. Okay, she went Ravenous Hydra, which they did change. It gives lifesteal instead of Omnivamp now, thank god, but I think the Cleave still lifesteals.
Shut down.
Just her, what do you call it? Like, Q itself won't heal, but the cleave damage of Hydra will heal. Is essentially how I understand that change. Okay, so I have to make a decision here. Rylai second or Demonic second? I'm thinking Rylai second. I do want to test that part of the build, because I think up until that point, what they recommended was very good. I just don't think delaying Demonic till 4th is good. Like, at all, so. I will do... Oh, there's a Karma over here. Okay. I don't think that they kill me here, I'm gonna be completely honest. I just have so much mana. It's so nice. You gonna do anything, Ruben? Can you get me? Can you get me? Can you get me? I just have so much mana. It's so nice. Oh, that's great. I could not make that play. Otherwise, it's actually kind of crazy. Plus, the damage is not quite as like in your face as Demonic, so they're more tempted to chase, which is like really hilarious to me. Normally, that is not the case. Yeah, I don't have any mana to flinger now. Unfortunately, I wish I did. But that Karma flashed on me too. That's what you get for being a dirty support roamer. That's what you get, dude.
Turret plating will
Abusing that OP role. It is OP, I don't care what anyone says. We'll Rylai second. Then I think I'm just going to do Demonic third, because the Riven's going to end up getting HP. Actually, this would be, like, if it's a game where you know that they're not going to get a lot of HP, I would say, yeah, Deadman's third could be good, but, like, I just don't think that Deadman's in itself is, like, that good of an item. Like, you just don't really need it on Sin. There's other items that give you better value. It just, like, I don't really see it being that good. Ooh, that Ash arrow hits and kills the Twitch. You just hate to see it, bro. That is so unfortunate. That Ribbon's gotten, like, several shutdowns. A bit of a pain in my butt. Wait, Elise lived there? No way. I'm gonna get top tower here then. Grab a little tower first blood. I can complain about that. He does have Hex Drinker now, so I gotta be careful with that, but I'm just not really afraid of her. Obviously not afraid of her at all. Okay, good luck. Like your fling also just becomes way more forgiving, which I'm a big fan of, because the mana cost is just so huge for some reason. Wait, I'm down with taking Hex Tech. Also, I'm very close to Rylai's. Once I have that, I think I just spike like a maniac. Like, yeah, no Demonic again, but The stats. The stats. 600 health, Rod of Ages, 450 health, Rylai's. The stats. Also, you get 100 AP when it's fully stacked. So, you do miss the percent damage, but, I mean, you're going to get Demonic Third here, so it's not, like, even that big of a deal, in my opinion. Should just do this. I don't think they can stop us.
Your team has destroyed.
If they fight us, it's over. We just wipe them. Okay, I want to go for, Heraldo. Ready to get my Rylai's. I'm gonna be a big, big, big fat boy. Okay. We'll go for Heraldo. Oh, they FF'd. Fuck. Alright, that's okay. I'll give you guys some more footage of it. That's okay. But I mean, I genuinely like for the context of like I don't think that Roa is that bad of a rush item compared to what people think. Like, including myself, it's just the biggest question on Singed always, and this remains the case in my opinion after testing this a lot off camera. Then this remains the case is when do you get your demonic? Because you need demonic as core on Singed in my opinion every game in order to actually deal meaningful damage as people level up and get bigger health bars, right? Like you have to have it eventually, no matter how high the ratio on Q is, but just by the nature of it being damage over time. It's directly countered by things like health regeneration, shielding, healing, right? And so you end up needing that demonic to just put that extra punch in your power to have percent max health and actually have like a good time to kill, right? So even though Singed has a really good ratio on Q, you still end up needing a percent damage item like Demonic Embrace to actually be able to scale your damage, right? Plus the fact that the champion's like kind of balanced around it, in my opinion, means a lot. And so whenever people also start getting a lot of what do you call it, HP, it's helpful from items, right? In this case, they didn't really buy that much HP from items, but it's still good to have. In my opinion, just core and Singed. So that's one thing to test out is I'm just not sure when the exact best time is to buy it. I think it's going to be third, but it's possible that it's second to buy it. So we'll see. I'll play this with this a little bit more. All right, guys, back here testing the Roa Mythic in this part 2. I mean, it's a Cassante this game. A little bit of a honestly easier matchup than last time, but that's okay. I'm not really too bothered either way. This build is mostly about having that scaling option, right? But I just want to elaborate a bit more on what I was talking about in the first part. Basically, like the safety that this brings with the flat HP that you have, and like your ability to just stay on the map because of the mana is actually quite nice too. So you can like get more gold before you recall and things like that, which is quite helpful. You're able to be present at more fights as well because you're not like as mana gated, which is nice. It's just that we're not playing for that super big damage spike on that very first item, which is a bit different than demonic. So that's why I'm not sure if this is better than just rushing demonic, which is like pretty standard right now. But with a nerf to the item, I mean, it's a good chance to try. Again, as a one trick, you should always, or me as a one trick, you're probably not a one trick, but me as a one trick, I always feel that you should innovate your champion and continue to test stuff as much as you can, as much as possible. There's a Karthus right there. He just dropped a ward. I don't think I can kill, actually. Ooh, wait a second. He's looking a little juicy over there. Oh, crap. Messed up my flash. Ah, repeat to see it, dude. Oh, that is a-okay. What can you do? He had exhaust anyway, so I doubt that I'm just able to do much there. That is my fault. Doing a bit of inting, unfortunately. My fault. But at least his exhaust is down now.
On my way.
Which is good. Sorry that I didn't mute tick off.
It's nearly time.
An ally
This guy is slow pushing.
Enemy double kill.
Oh, rip double kill. Oh god, dude. Not sure how Vi died there. She was full HP. That is rough. Yeah, Karthus is bot, but he has no exhaust. Damn, it doesn't matter. Hate to see it.
Slain.
I wonder if the Cassandra is gankable, but I'm pretty sure he just warded he's gonna back off whenever I push. He's being kind of stupid here, though. Which is good. Oh, there's a splash. That is something.
Enemy killing spree.
On my way.
I think it's diveable too, but she has to lead. I can't be the first one in. Nope, well done. I don't have mana, but that works. Get a plate here as well. Bot lane is struggling, but this is a good test case in that regard.
It's nearly time.
He's level 5, I should be fine to just run away. There's Cassandra TP as well. She should be fine too. I'll just execute the tower over here. We should be good to go. That is okay. What can you do? He's chasing Vi, unfortunately. If I knew he was chasing Vi, I would have just, I think she had to hit her Q there, unfortunately, to get the shield. If I knew he was chasing Vi, I just wouldn't have walked over to execute. I just recalled, but it's okay. But it is okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I just didn't see that Karthus had exhaust. It's like completely my fault. Absolutely avoidable. Death to Karthus there. I guess it's pretty standard on jungle Karthus, they're running exhaust. Well, a few of them do run flash, but exhaust is find is super common because they just expect to die when they fight. So it makes the 1v1 potential 1-4-1 just much more likely to happen. I wonder if we can fight this guy. His flash is down, right?
Enemy rampage.
Wait, he has Unstoppable again? He just used it! That champ is so crazy, man.
It's nearly time.
Whatever, let's get tower. Oh my god, I can't. He walked in poison! Also, Karthus is ult here, so I gotta be careful. I think we'll be fine. It's just gonna take some time. Once I have Rowan start scaling up, I think we'll be okay. I'm not really afraid of their team. I might end up going demonic second this game though. Just for the Cassandra. We'll see though. Again, a lot of the strength of this build is that cheap power spike, but we'll see. We'll play it out. Play it by ear.
To shake or not to shake.
I think I'm just gonna build Catalyst. I actually kind of like having that mana early. Like, it's obviously not the most ideal stat on Singed mana, but it's not a bad stat. It just happens that you don't really need to buy it if you're able to manage your mana correctly, but the problem with mana management like that without a mana item on Singed that a lot of players don't realize is that you have to recall manage too. Like, you have to get proper fountain timing through your proxy to actually maintain that pressure, because you don't have a mana item, so your mana bar being used constantly on cannons and farming all the time is kind of difficult. Compared to a champion like Cassandra, his Q is like 10 mana. Your Q on Singed is 13 mana per second, so it's like not exactly even, you know what I mean? It is a little bit skewed. Not to mention, you fling a cannon, you're gonna spend... You're gonna spend 60 to 100 mana regardless of, or not regardless, but depending on level. So even just flinging cannon for DPS is like super expensive. If you consider that Singed is just not a champion that traditionally buys mana, right? And again, like I said before, I'm not sure that this is better than Demonic Rush, but it feels good, so. Regardless, will be bottom. Will be bottom right here for sure. Which means we should do Herald. Oh, is that Yone walking over for it? I can walk over for it too. That's fine, I'm pretty confident in this fight. Oh, I missed that melee, it's okay. And if Kazante walks down, no, just do crap. If Kazante walks down, he loses the wave, so we're forcing him to make a decision here. We have time while he's farming to just do this. Fleet's super helpful here as well. He's grounded, get him. This is the kill right here. Nice. I think we just leave here, boys. Alright, good escape, let's go. Who's Rampage? Wait. Oh, did Karthus get an ult kill? That's really unfortunate. I can't really do anything about these guys over here, unfortunately. He is gonna take your grump, and I really can't stop him. Wish I could, bud. Sorry. We got a lot of value there, though. And I'm actually super close to Rod of Ages, too, which is fast considering that I'm 0 and 2. I'm gonna have a 10-minute Roa on my recall.
On my way.
She'd love to see. Drop a Herald. Get some plates. I just want that gold. Gotta be greedy with your money. Casante's back here. Not sure what he's doing, totally. But... okay, we got Karthus over here. Again, just gonna... use my summoners, and that is okay with me. We can do Dragon here, by the way. Because the Karthus was top. I'm pinging it so she knows, and I'm even getting a vision of him, so we should go Dragon here. Thank you, Vi. Vi is a great Dragon taker, she should just get this. She even abandoned her camp to go get it. Oh my god, what a actual teammate. What a human being of a teammate. That gives me hope for this game, even though it's 3-9. And then I end up having, it's about 11:40 Roa, what should have been a 10-minute Roa, but ends up working out. She has Smite, we're good here, we're good. We're chilling, so. There's a run, that Karthus is probably running down, we get a nice Dragon. I use Herald, get a bunch of plates top. Go ahead and ward my jungle too. Is that in the bush? I think I got it, yeah. This guy's getting plate hungry too, I can feel it. Oh, he's so sad he can't get this. The nice part of having mana versus K'Sante is I'm not just gonna go within 2 flings and an ult. That will actually feel pretty good. Again, your damage is not ideal, right? But we're not playing for that 1 item damage spike. We're playing for like 2 or 3 item damage spike with scaling.
On my way.
The top tower is pretty low. I do want to go for it. Okay, he just double queued the minions, so I get tower here. Just hit it.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Unfortunately, can't do a whole lot about my team dying there, but I think just give it time. We'll scale, get dragons. We should be fine. I have faith in this game. I'm not afraid of you, Yone. I can zone him out, actually, while Veigar goes for this. I'm pretty sure he knows I'm here because look at the way he's playing, yeah. Swing him away. Just getting tower pressure for my Veigar here. Zoning him out is pretty hard right now, honestly. It's kind of hilarious. Oh, pink word right there. I'm gonna kill it. Because I will push top here. Whatever. I'm not super worried about it. You took a lot of damage for that, bro. Is that worth it for you? I'm not entirely sure. Either I'm gonna kill that pink word still. Oh, is he dead to Veigar? Nice. I got the assist for that too. You're doomed, kid. See ya. Big 700 gold shutdown. Dude, this is what I'm talking about too. Like, I just have mana to keep making plays like this over and over. Normally, you can't do this on Singed. Which I do find to be an advantageous part of this item is I can just go and go and go. I just have mana to just keep doing stuff, which is so nice. Even now I can just like fuck with the K'Sante. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I can just mess with the K'Sante. I'm trying not to swear as much. But normally I'm just never able to do this, right? But because of the Roa, I can just kind of mess with him. Wait for my fling and just go back in. Like, I just have so much mana to play with, that's so funny. And he's scared to ult me because I get him so low with just poking him. Oh, I wanted to steal one, that's unfortunate.
I hear you.
That is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Watching out for Yone here. I think I'm good at his recall. Want to get this Herald on spawn. Dipper Rylai's here. Then we'll just go ahead and go Demonic Third again. I'm kind of feeling it. Ah, this game! I mean, they have a Cassante, but he's like really weak. Deadman's Third wouldn't be even that bad, considering their AD carry mid are a little bit, looking a little bit thick, but we'll make it work. I don't think I can kill these guys. If I have ult, maybe I can just deal with Thresh and then get a Philios, but this is really hard with no R. But he's being greedy. But he's being greedy. He didn't take the lantern. He's greeting for the wave. Double kill. So much HP. We're just kind of chilling, dude. So much HP. We're just kind of chilling. I should have gotten Herald there, but that's okay. That is completely fine. Dodge the wall. Fling him away. I'm not getting hit by your Qs, bro. You're just gonna die. I got a Triumph proc too. Good luck with that ult. I have so much HP still. I have 700 HP still. And we can just go for this drag, honestly. We should. We should. Thank you, Vi. Oh my god, you're such a... She's such a human being, dude. I love this guy. I'm just not used to junglers, like, using their brain. Yone's top. We have useless Cassante here. Killed their bot lane. We can just do drag. It's fantastic. You know, to be honest, I don't know if that 1v1 works with Demonic because I would just be so much squishier, right? So it's like something to consider that I'm able to take certain fights that I wouldn't be able to normally. Like, yeah, obviously you can tell my damage is lower than if I had Demonic Rylai's. It's definitely lower. But the trade-off, right? But, like, the trade-off. Good job, Thresh. You almost did something useful. God bless. That trade-off is definitely something to consider. Big health pool. Larger, or longer time to stay on map. That free level up is a big deal too, honestly. It really is whenever I hit it. Cassante is level 11, I'm level 12. I'm going to be probably level 16 when he's level 13 or 14. Especially consider the free level up that I'm going to get. I'm at 6 stack now. And yeah, like I thought, like the movement speed bonus is really not noticeable, but like it's there. You're still gonna get it, and it's gonna make a difference, but it's not like noticeable, right? And that's why I don't think that the movement speed that you get from Roa is like the selling point of the item percentage. I think it's just the massive stat ball that you get. He's just a great user of stats. And again, eventually you have to have Demonic no matter what, but you can kind of delay that point by just getting your stats. Is nice. I don't think you guys kill me here, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think I just...
It's nearly time.
They're just like, I don't know. They're trying to kill me, but it's not like working out. Bye-bye, Thresh. Ooh, the Ezreal snipe, dude. Oh my god, they're so pissed. Oh, another one. I can stall that fight for so long, dude. Ooh, another one. Oh my god, they're not happy. They're just... You know that they're just mass picking each other right now. Oh my god, dude. Actually, yeah, the more I play it, the more I do like it. Because I can just like do stuff like that. I feel like people are more used to just the squishy Singe that they can kill super quickly. And like, yeah, it's not like you're building a tank item first. It's not as tanky as just going like... theoretically Jack Show first, but then again, you also actually have AP, you actually have damage. It's not as much as Demonic, but you're tanky because of the health.
Rampage.
Then once you actually finish,
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Wow, I don't even see his ult hit my health bar, honestly. Once you finish Demonic third, you have already, as soon as you finish, it's like plus 30 to 35 AP, I think, because of all the health that you're buying. Let's see what you actually have. I have plus 28, but it'll get there, it'll get there. I'm not sure what I want for, I mean, I might go for that Dead Man's build, but I don't know. I still think Dead Man's is a noob trap. I'm gonna be completely and totally honest. So I have a moon plate, actually. I'm gonna go back and buy the moon plate. I still genuinely think that DMP is a noob trap. I'll be honest with you guys about that. I'm not sure about DMP, but my opinion on Bro has definitely changed. I think just with trying. Let's try it more on stream to see how it goes. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm kind of liking it. Maybe I'll experiment. I'll be experimenting more on stream with demonic rushing versus demonic second versus Rally second, right? How valuable is going Rallies? I mean, it feels really good. You seem like an absolute menace on the side, like no one can really deal with you. You buy Demonic to scale your damage. I get a free level up here. Wait, he's level 11? I'm gonna be level 15. Oh, rip, dude. Well, we got Vigor coming in. Good shield from Karma. What did the most damage? Look at Aphelios? I didn't even notice Aphelios hitting me. That is so odd. Okay. He's level 12 now, and I'll be level 15, so it's a 3-level lead on the Kazante, which is huge. 3-level lead on everybody on their team, honestly. 4-level lead on some of them. 5-level lead on Thresh. As soon as this gets to, the full stack. Nice, good kill. It should be shortly. I'm pretty sure. Shortly. Yep, there it is, level 15. Kasante is level 12. Karthus is level 12. Yone is level 12. Aphelios 11, and Thresh 10. So I have a 5-level lead on Thresh. That is absolutely no joke. Even with his Radiant Virtue, he really can't mess with me. He will have a really bad time. Nope, let's push for this tier 2. Ooh, if he had Serylda's Dart, I could have probably all in the Thresh. Don't forget, I'm still getting movement speed off of the Roa, as like as small as it is, it definitely counts in situations like this. Oh, whoops, my bad on that flank. Watch out for those Karthus Qs. Let's go ahead and auto the Nexus. It gets not the Nexus, the inhibitor gets some healing. Okay, let's see if we can go for this Baron here while that Karthus is dead. If I go back and look, I'm sure that the Ryla or the Roa movement speed procced multiple times there. Very nice. Level 16, Kassante's level 12 versus level 10. I have a 6th level lead on their support, man. That is like kind of unheard of. I guess mid laners have kind of been doing this for a while this patch, but a 6th level lead through top lane. A lot of top laners don't really buy Roa is the thing. But this is how a lot of mid laners are just generating massive level leads right now. Oh, this guy's dead. Gimme, I want that one.
You have slain an enemy.
I spy a flank opportunity. Let's go ahead and pop the R. I have DMP running. I got the assist on him just in time. Another little bit of movement speed right there. Another little movement speed from Karma. I'm just fast, man. Yeah, I'm not fully convinced by DMP. Like, I see why they do it. I understand the logic, but I feel like the DMP, the item in and of itself, is just not that amazing, so not really convinced by it. On the bright side, I can actually go back and run this creep wave in. They kind of suicided to kill it, but minion movement speed with Baron is based off of your movement speed, so if you're fast, then they're fast, see? Karma gets the shield and they go faster.
Never fall.
Has destroyed a turret.
I am 4 levels up on you, Carlos. Like, he can't do anything. He just spawns and dies, and then spawns and dies again. Like, what can he do? It's actually kind of crazy. But I have ult and 8, we can just go again. I also don't like the anti-synergy that Fleet and Demonic have. Actually, no, they kind of do have synergy. Because I guess your Fleet helps you get your Demonic up faster. Oh my, I might have went a little hard. Oh, you hate to see it, bro. That's my fault. I went a little bit deep there. Maybe we back up here, boys. Looking a little dangerous. Wait, Kazante has 2 items? I'm approaching 6. He just hit level 13, by the way. The Carlos wasn't watching, I think he just dies. Oh no, Rip, he got a little bit of healing there from something. I'm not sure what it was. So Yone, a little thirsty, dude. He probably has his R button, that's why he wants to do this. Oh, I feel he has his flash, that's why. Does he live? Red buff kill? He has a shield. Yeah, I went just a little bit hard there. My bad. They actually CC'd me, I'm shocked. But what's my AP? I have 361 non-ulted. With the death cap, I'll probably have like close to 500-600. Level 16 ult by itself is 100, so that is decent. Yeah, that's another thing about Deadman's. I don't like that it's not like you're buying an AP item or you're buying like a Frozen Heart, which is I think just a better item in terms of raw stats. You get a ton of CDR off of it, which I like. They have a ward over here. I don't want to approach Dragon without Vi. That's the main thing. Once we have it, I'm totally down. Walk over here and zone these guys out. Yeah, technically, I guess Fleet and DMP do have synergy because, like, you pop your DMP when you have your Fleet, but, like, your Fleet helps you get your DMP back faster. Oh, wait, this is Cloud Soul? Oh my god, I have to show movement speed. This is gonna be kind of sick nasty. I can already feel it. This is gonna be kind of sick nasty. Oh my, he hurts. Oh my, I feel like this hurts. Oh. That's okay. Like I said, this is another reason why this build is decent, because 80 carries just do absurd amounts of damage now because they buffed them. Don't know why, so... That's also the thing. I feel like if I had Frozen Heart there, I'd probably live. Because Frozen Heart is 90 armor, DMP is 45. With Frozen Heart, like, it's also the same exact cost. Like, yeah, you don't have the 300 HP, but the extra armor, the extra 45 armor is going to save you so much more. Not to mention you have the Warden's Mail passive. Nice, Penta. Compared to, like, having that 300 on DMP, which is just an absurd amount in my opinion. Yeah, I'm definitely not convinced by DMP, but Roa, I think I've changed my mind on it. It feels pretty good. I'll have to experiment on stream with Demonic second and see how I feel about that, but honestly, not too terrible. Well, that being said, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy that. It was definitely it's just fun and refreshing to just not have to, or like just to experiment with something new and just instead of just building the same item over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? So having that experimentation is really, really nice. In terms of stats, 27.1k damage, and I had 4th highest, right behind Karthus, who is always absurd damage, and Super Pedophilia. So love to see it. We'll take it. I guess it's behind Azrael too, but not by much. And thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Also, download Poor Buster with my link. And before we end the video, I'm going to give you guys a quick list of pros and cons for this build, in my opinion, of course. Pros, I think that Singed can abuse the stats. The stat ball slash, hold on, I typed that wrong, stat ball slash stats gained from Roa quite well. Another pro is the free level up at 10 stacks is super impactful. Another pro, obviously, is the build cost is cheaper. Another pro, I think, is that you can stay longer on the map, which is quite good. It does open up opportunity for you as Singed, which is good. Some of the cons, I think, I'll think of more pros and cons, obviously, switch off from these, but some of the cons, in my opinion, of this build is that Demonic Rush first is just more damage. And on that note, another pro is that it is definitely, I should probably indent these like this. Demonic Rush is just more damage. On that note, it is much tankier than standard Singed build, in my opinion. Live longer, but don't have as much damage until later. And then obviously the con is that you, again, that you can take it as a pro, but it's also a con. You live longer, but don't have as much damage until later. Like it's sort of a pro and a con, if that makes sense. So another pro, in my opinion, is that what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say for that one. But another con is that it locks you out of alternative AP Mythic. Good or bad, depending on game. I think, do I remember? Oh yeah, another pro is that the small move speed buff is not noticeable, but definitely present. So you don't like notice it, but it's there, you feel it's appreciated, which is good. Another con, I think, is that this is specifically with the skill cap. I'm not going to write it down because obviously I talked about how you can change the armor item. I just don't think DMP is that good. I said it. I just don't think it's that good. I think do we have any more pros and cons that I'm forgetting? I'm sure that there's more. Like it just changes it up. I mean, I think a pro is just it's just a refreshing take on your itemization. And I think that's cool. I think building the same items over and over is really boring, honestly. Obviously, Radiant Virtue is fun, but AP is also fun. So I think that both are just fun. Cons, I think, is like we don't know if this build is better than standard. It kind of ties. It kind of ties into the Demonic Rush versus just more damage. Like you live longer, you don't deal as much damage, but you do live longer, right? I think a pro for this is that you are just kind of like able to scale weak side, meaning that if you're able to, or if you get behind due to Singed weak early, you can level up for free and come back, which is really good in my opinion. I like that a lot. Another pro in my opinion is that you are really hard to kill 1v1 or even 2v1 due to tankiness and slipperiness. Plus, you're not gonna run out of mana with this. Really, you really shouldn't run out of mana with this. So you're able to always usually have your W fling ultimate up, which is quite nice. You do end up being a bit slippery. The movement speed and tankiness also both make you slippery, which is quite good. Another con I think is that it's not amazing to go demonic third versus HP stackers, but second is probably fine IMO, which is again why I have to test this more and refine it and perfect it. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good list of pros and cons in my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. I really had a lot of fun making it. It's so refreshing to have a different AP Mythic to build on Singed, guys, and in a different order. Another pro, I think the build path of Roa is so good. So good. Once you have Catalyst, it is just Catalyst plus Blasting Wand is chef's kiss. IMO. But yeah, the build path is good. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this list of pros and cons. I'm pretty happy with it. I think overall it is a build that's viable and worth exploring. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of the Dead Man's at all. I don't like that item. I don't think it's a good thing. Riot just got a Dead Man's and they never brought it back. So in terms of armor items, yeah, I'd probably swap Frozen Heart or Randuin's versus like a critter like Aphelios. But that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching, and please consider checking out Porofessor using my link in the description or the pinned comment. It does help me out. It's a great app. I use it every day when I play League of Legends, and thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.